Let me just, okay. The intention of this, okay, what we spoke, you know, you have the sizing, the verticals in your country, okay? And low market barriers, actually, okay? This means high market barrier here, low market barrier here. What we were mentioning, healthcare has a high market barrier because of how regulated it is in Japan. Military and aerospace is really heavily regulated, you know? So
yes, exactly.
Markets are more difficult. Then you have alignment with HP roadmap. This part especially will have to be worked. I put some inputs. These are my inputs, but they could be completely wrong, from applications team saying, actually, you know, part providers clearly, but healthcare, yes or not. We have applications, not. Okay, just to try to size the markets that will be our focus. And then size of the opportunity is amount of millions dedicated to this business, okay? You know, I made this up completely. We should test it in the future, okay? When we have it. The idea is just to, hey, you have a big market. Okay, you know, let's make sure that we focus on a big market, align with HP roadmap, and with low market barriers. Okay, that's in terms of very clear priorities. Then here, this gives you this proportions here, give you this verticals here. And then the idea here is, and we have to work this also with the applications team to test it. This is just my kind of focus of saying, okay, parts providers is the biggest market, service bureau, and engineering companies. We should be, you know, this top priority, first priority. Second priority, higher education, technology research. Electronics, why? Because of NEC, and because of Panasonic. Personalized orthopedics. You might say, no, orthopedics in Japan, forget it. It's not worth doing it because it doesn't matter if we have many applications in Australia. It's going to be impossible. Automotive, I put automotive because we clearly are tackling, it's one of the biggest markets and we're clearly going for automotive, okay? This is just of prioritizing. Why do I want to do this? Because I just want to make sure that you guys have some markets that you're just going to go kill, okay? That's what we want to do. How does this inform our go-to-market? Okay, in terms of looking at the verticals, okay, we already looked at the top verticals. We already identified.
Yes.
Who are our top partners? Our top partners are, Solis. Here, we're doing 100% of our effort. Which partners should take more of our effort? Solis, 60%, okay? That's why it was supposed to be 100. That someone modified, I modified it, okay? 20% Mutuo Rico. You could tell me, no, I want to do 80% Solis. You could tell me this, that actually Rico and Mutuo are a disaster. And out of the effort of Mutuo, of Solis, 100% I have here, 70% I think they'll do in automotive and 30% in industrial. Okay, industrial includes electronics, okay, NEC, Panasonic, and all this. Out of Mutuo, maybe I want to split it. The idea with this is just to think, you know, where do I want to put my priorities? Where do I want to put my priorities? And this should give you the percentage, okay, of sales. The percentage of sales also, but the percentage of investment that you want to be doing. Ideally, 47% of our investment will be done in automotive with Solis. Maybe we don't have the budget, we don't have the events or something, but when you aspirationally look at your plan, you say, shit, how can I make this happen with Solis and focus on automotive? This is just in terms of idea. Then you challenge it and you say, actually, I want to focus much more deeply on this other thing. It's just to have priorities. In terms of awareness, what we mentioned, you know, you guys have had already many events of awareness. We should be focusing more on consideration and decision. This affects the marketing plan. You know, when you have here this kind of events, you know, you're doing a lot of awareness. You should be doing a lot of consideration and decision. Consideration, webinars, visits to customers, decision, benchmarks, workshops with customers. And then the final part, sorry to touch you, the sub-segments. These are the sub-segments they picked from here, okay? If these are the sub-segments that are a priority, this should be the sub-segments that I have here. Why do I want to have 6 or 5 sub-segments? Because we should be focused, laser focused, you know, and in terms of size, 37%, this is kind of manually put, okay? But what I want is to make sure that we have a clear priority. We should be going, 30% of our funnel should be service bureaus, 20% automotive, engineering companies. Will it be like this? I don't know, depends. But this helps us inform the last part of the piece, which is top accounts, okay? And this is, for example, we determined that service bureaus are our top focus, okay? For now, you know, in the future, obviously, service bureaus will go less and will increase more on automotive. Well, this is for you to think, you know, for you guys to think and design the strategy, okay? But probably here it will be 40%, for example, you can, but clearly now we have to go to the easier target. So this helps you also then say, okay, my first priority, service bureaus. And I just put some names here of Kabuku, you know, names like, okay. But ideally, I'll create a separate folder because maybe we're putting too much information. This is just as an example. But for you guys have this information, okay? I don't want you to extra work, but very clearly, name of the customer, name of the customer in Japanese, obviously in local language, okay? Vertical part provider, service bureau, and then any information we have. Don't worry. In the end, it's just having the name. Is it in Dynamics or not? This is kind of important, okay? Because if we have it in Dynamics, it's an opportunity. Who is leading this? Okay, is HP, is Muto, is Rico? You know, did I assign it to these people? Is someone doing? Who is in HP leading this? And then are they? We have three options. Introduction. Maybe we just met them in some event. We didn't have time to talk. Engage. Actually, the partner is going to go meet. Action required. This is important to determine. Like shit. Imagine you have a bunch that you have. I don't know, Padlight. Okay. Imagine you suddenly have a bunch of them that they told you already, hey, we're not an opportunity because they don't have budget or something. But the reason is they don't have Padlight. Shit, we can do this, something like that. Or if they're an opportunity, if they're an opportunity, forget it. We already have it in the funnel. Okay, it's great, you know. But this is a kind of a thing that Alex and Aravind are also going to kind of be on top of us, and I think it makes a lot of sense of saying, okay, you have the top accounts in each subsegment. What are you doing with it? Oh, don't worry, there are opportunities already. Okay, perfect. Or no, we have an issue, or we have an action required. Okay, so how can we help you? This is the
very clear. Very clear. Okay. Yep, very clear.